How many botters can Trion kill in one fell swoop? What's Wartune like on the iPhone? How much will early access to Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade cost you? And just what is the name of Rift's next expansion? Find out all this and more because this is MMOFTW. Trion Worlds is showing off its zero-tolerance policy with regard to spammers and botters in ArcheAge. According to a new post by community manager Evan Scapes Berman, over 16,000 spammers and botters have been given the boot and more are promised soon. The ArcheAge site has also been updated with news that many fans of the forthcoming title have been wanting to hear more about. The post details the benefits to becoming a patron of ArcheAge and indicates that this incarnation is based on Rift's no tricks, no traps philosophy of free-to-play gaming. Lastly, free players will have a robust game in which to play that does not require any cash output in order to have fun, though some features, including the auction house and housing, are limited. Players can become patrons in one of two ways, through purchasing patronage with real-world cash, or by using the game's credit currency to purchase patron passes. That's right, if you earn enough of the currency in-game by playing the markets, you can pay for patronage without spending a real-world dime. Pretty cool if you ask us. And Kabam has announced that its Wartune mobile app Hall of Heroes has been released for iOS devices and on Google Play mobile devices and tablets. Players can take part in solo and campaign mode, or can participate in PvP matches ranging from 3 vs 3 to guild-wide 30 vs 30 matches, all from the comfort of their handheld devices. Wartune has been one of the most engaging and interesting games recently in terms of free-to-play web browser games. In fact, a lot of people were playing it for a while before they realized maybe their time was spent better elsewhere. So, bringing part of that experience to handheld devices will hopefully be a good thing. Have you checked out Wartune on your iPhone or Android? Let us know in the comments below. The Dostal team has announced that the first alpha for the forthcoming title will take place in July. The team further announced that it has secured $130,000 to fund Dostal's initial development that enables the hiring of additional personnel and to move the game's development to the point where July's alpha can take place. We highlighted the sandbox PvP experience set in sort of a desert apocalypse zone not too long ago, so be sure to head over to MMORPG.com to take a look. Developer Fairy Tale Distillery also have set their sights on a July Steam Greenlight submission. That means that fans will be able to show their support on the Greenlight page and help the game become available on Steam Early Access in the near future. Make sure you sign up to their mailing list if you're interested, and follow them on Twitter and Facebook at Dostal to see just exactly how things go. Trion Worlds has announced the next expansion for Rift. Long awaited, it's called Nightmare Tide. The expansion was detailed in the latest State of the Game letter from content director and game director Bill Fisher. Players will be taken to the plane of water, where they will find open zones, a brand new rift type, and an increased level cap, and so much more. Nightmare Tide is expected to launch later in 2014. From the press release, Nightmare Tide also expands the dynamic content offering with an entirely new rift type, Nightmare Rifts. These rifts will feature scaling difficulty and nearly endless waves of foes to test your skills and determination. Twisted enemies, hectic challenges, and a surreal environment await for those who are up to the challenge. It's been a long time coming, and we just can't wait to see what comes with the Nightmare Tide. Behavior Interactive has released the details about its Founders Program for Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade. According to the team, any purchase of a Founders Pack is equivalent to pre-ordering the game and will grant buyers certain bonuses, including the ability to reserve character names, early access to game modules such as their own private ship, as they become available, and much more. This is not a free-to-play game, but rather a buy-to-play game, so your Founders Pack is actually a pre-order. It just gives you a bunch of stuff to spend in the Rogue Trader, which is sort of the cash shop for the game. The packs range from the base $40 all the way up to $450 for the most exclusive content, and they provide a variety of perks. That's thousands of points to spend within the Rogue Trader, pre-launch game access on a first-come, first-served basis, early game module access, the Arcona Vanguard title for use in-game, exclusive Founder Lounge access in the forum, limited edition emblems and banners, reservations of your characters' names, reservation of your guild names, and a whole host more. Head on over to www.eternalcrusade.com to take a look. And last but not least, the Star Citizen site has been updated with the announcement that the funding juggernaut continues and that over $47 million has been raised. Chris Roberts also revealed that the community is in support of keeping stretch goals as the game continues to earn investment dollars. The community has been actively involved with funding stretch goals since the beginning. Each plateau is reached, the community votes to choose what the reward will be, and most commonly, ships have been added to Star Citizen. The $47 million mark is no different, with the additional revelation that more than a few Xi'an ships will be forthcoming. Man, with Arena Commander finally out and more pieces to that coming, I'm starting to believe that this thing actually is real, right? Keep your eye on Star Citizen via the Roberts Space Industries website. That'll do it for this week's top news, folks. Thanks for watching as always, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook at MMORPGcom without the dot. I'm Bill Murphy. You can follow me on Twitter at TheBillMurphy. And remember, don't let a bad pug get you down.